Tottenham have confirmed the signing this morning of Mathys from Bayern Munich on a permanent deal worth 29.8 million. He signed a 6-year deal at the club. So in today's video, we're talking all about Mathys and just why he's going to thrive under new manager Thomas Frank. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're keeping well. If you're new around here, please do like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's crack straight into it because this is a deal that escaped very quickly. We heard yesterday on Saturday from Fabrizio Romano and other sources that it's going to happen, and then it's happened very quickly and it's been announced the first thing of Sunday. And yeah, just confirming the details, the club has said it's a 29.8 million signing, and that he's signed a 6-year deal with a club that runs until 2031. So he's got a long-term contract, which is fantastic. And I think for me, last season he showed clear potential. I think that we saw in glimpses, in moments, just what he's capable of. Some people would turn around and go, yeah, but why Bayern Munich keen to get rid of him? And what I would say is some players aren't right for certain managers and certain systems. And of course, there's an element of a risk to it. But I think that this is the right thing to do. I think it's a good signing. And it's obviously Thomas Frank's first signing. So it's a good start to his kind of regime, good start to back him. And I think we got a good deal for less than 30 million in the end. And I know there'd be add-ons, the loan fee, etc. So in the end, the total's probably quite a lot. But I think this is sensible, and I think it's a good start to improving our forward line. Because don't get me wrong, the problem wasn't scoring goals. But I think I just look at our attack and I just compare it to the other top 6 teams, and I think that's one of the where the problem is. I think the defense is good enough. I think the midfield can be good enough. Again, we're a little bit more work in midfield, but still, Madison, Kulusevski, Bentancur, there's still quality in there. But apart from Solanke and that forward line, no disrespect to any of our forwards, but for me, they're not right now top 6 level. So Tell's a good signing, very happy, good bit of business, the right thing to do. I think he's always going to sign, but now it's about, can we also bring in that experience, that quality, whether that be Eze, Semenya, Grealish, Mbeumo, whoever it may be. Ideally, of course, someone that plays both sides. We need to find that long-term replacement for Son, because I think it'd be unfair to turn to Odegaard and Tell. I like both of them. It'd be unfair for them to be thrown in right from the start. They shouldn't be the starting wingers for me right now. But why I think Tell will thrive on Thomas Frank, because if you listen to any of Thomas Frank's interviews, pre and post match interviews as Brentford head coach, or for example, a good one is Monday Night Football, which he made several appearances on. He talks about in his system, the emphasis is highly on putting balls into the box, and Brentford's numbers in terms of balls in the box for their first 2 seasons in the Premier League, bearing in mind they have Ivan Toney, was massive, very, very high. Some of the highest in the Premier League. I think from up until Christmas in that second season, they were top for most crosses in the box. So, and Frank talks about the importance of his wingers. He wants every opportunity of the ball to go in the box. He says, assuming someone's balanced in the right position, don't rush the cross or shot. But if you're in a good position to do so, we encourage the cross in the box. It's worth noting that last season, Brentford's 3rd season in the Premier League without Ivan Toney, their crossing numbers are down. They're about 8th or 9th, even below Tottenham. So that is important to note. But I think Solanke in the side, a large part of what we do, because Thomas Frank doesn't believe in he believes in possession football, he believes in dominating, but he doesn't believe in trying to play through a team. He doesn't think it's going to work. He likes to utilise the flanks, use the fullbacks, use the wingers. So Tell, I think, could be really important. And everything you hear from reports-wise in the last few days is that Thomas Frank's very keen to sign Tell. So he likes him, he wants him. So this is a good example of backing the manager. I could just, picture Levy, though, picture the ball going, yeah, but we've signed a winger. Yeah, we spent 30 million on a winger. You don't need anyone else. But we've got to think last season, at the end of the day, for me, it's still a good season. I've spoken about it many times, I think, and I don't agree with the sacking. But at the same time, unacceptable to finish 17th. So how can we improve on that league position? And you need to improve your attack. Tell was here last season. He should be here, and he is here again this season. But it's how do you improve? You need to go out there and sign the quality. And let's use Eze, Grealish, Semenya as an example. Grealish is a good one because reports coming out from the likes of Daily Mail, they could be available for about 50 million. So that's half of what Manchester City bought him for. So they'd make a 50% loss on that. But the good examples that we'd pay the money without a doubt, but we wouldn't pay the wage. Semenya 70 million again. That's a push from Burma. I think we pay the money, but it's the wage that's the obstacle, and we need to to be able to compete with the top 6 clubs, we have to pay the wages, and that's something that has to change. So although Thomas Frank needs the time, he also needs the backing. And Tel is a good start to this, but we need to get the balance right of going, spending the money in the right way, because the money will be spent. We're hearing that there's going to be significant investment for Thomas Frank this summer. Mind you, we do hear that with every manager. That is worth noting. But spending the money is never the problem. It's the way we do it. And I think this is a sensible investment in Mathys Tel. It's a young player with potential who's shown a lot. Chucked in the deep end in January. He's come in and made a real impact straight away. And I think he's done very well, showed leadership on and off the pitch. And I think he's one of the players, along with the likes of Solanke, Archie Gray, Brennan Johnson, that can really thrive and flourish under a Thomas Frank system. Remains to be seen whether he goes with a 3 or 4 or exactly what formation Frank plays. But I think Mathys Tel is going to get serious minutes next season, probably even more than he did under Ange Postecoglou. So get your thoughts in the comments below on the signing of Mathys Tel. The news that was going to happen broke yesterday from Fabrizio Romano. Happened very, very quickly. So it's a piece of business done. Finally, a window has started. It took far too long. Now we need to keep the speed going because we need to add experience and quality to the whole team, in particular our forward line. So thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. You can follow me at Harry Scarfe 22 across all socials. Hope you like the new intro and outro, by the way. For now, come on.